student, good morning. I am Kamal Kumar with Maths NCERT of class 9, and today's topic is factorization. So already you have studied about this topic in earlier classes, but here we will understand and we will just review and we will see some other property also to factorize these all polynomials. You can see on the board I have written 6 polynomials are there, 6 questions are there. So how do we factorize these polynomials? First of all, you should understand what is the factorization. Factorization is the way of splitting the numbers in the form of multiplication. By splitting the numbers in the form of multiplication. So you can see one example I have shown on the board. This is 12. This number is 12 and this is split in the form 2 into 2 into 3. So 2 and 3, these are the factors of this 12. So, and I have shown in the form 2 into 2 into 3, and after all, you will, when you multiply these all three numbers, you will get 12. 2 to the 4 3 is 12. So this form is called factorization. This form is called factorization. So factorization means the form of multiplication of the factors of the number, or means by splitting of numbers, small numbers, the way of multiplication, that is called factorization. One number against one polynomial x square minus 7x plus 6 you can see on the board. So by which property you will factorize this? So there are many properties. Splitting the middle term, splitting the middle term, another is by using algebraic identities. So two properties are there. By splitting the middle term and by using the algebraic identities. See this polynomial. Which property will be easy to apply in this polynomial for the factorization? You see, first term is, this is the trinomial, three terms are there. First term is x square and third term is 6, and 6 is not in the form of square. 6 is not a square number. It means this will not easy to apply algebraic identity, but this will be easy to apply splitting the middle term. So how we will use that property splitting the middle term? What is the way? What are the primary steps we have to use? We have to take there. So primary step, first of all, what we will do? First we will find the product of beginning and last term. Beginning is first term and last term. First term x square, last term is 6. So product of these two terms we will find. You know that product of these two terms what will be? 6x square, and sign is plus because x square is also positive and 6 is also positive. So product will be 6x square. After that, after multiplying, after getting the product of beginning and last term, we will factorize the coefficient of x square. Means constant part we will factorize. The constant part is 6. So when you factorize, then this will be 2 3 are 6, means it is, and 3 1 are 3. So 2 3 and 1. You can see 2 3 and 1. Three small numbers are there for this 6. So 2 into 3 into 1. When you multiply these three small numbers, you will get 6. 2 3 are 6, 6 1 are 6. So after multiplying, you will get the number. Then next step, what will be? First step I told, we will find the product of beginning and last term. Second, what you will do? You have to factorize the coefficient of x square, or whatever you will get the constant part. After that, you will split, you will group, you will regroup these all three terms. How many terms you are getting? So you will regroup the terms into two parts. So two parts, how you will regroup in two parts. So you will regroup the small numbers, getting small numbers in two parts in such a way that after adding or subtracting, the middle term should come. After getting multiplication, after getting means product, you will get the same number, but after adding or subtracting, the middle term should come. So let's see, we are going to regroup it. So 2 into 3, what will be? 6, and 6 into 1, 6, and 6 plus 1, 7, and middle term is 7x. So after adding, 7 is coming. It means we have to group. We have grouped into two group. One is 2 into 3 and another is 1. So the question can be arise, why 2 into 3 only? Why 3 into 1 and 2 and 3 into 1 not there? Because when you take these 2 and 3 into 1, 3 into 1 is 3, so 3 plus 2 you will get 5. Otherwise, after adding you are getting 5. Subtracting it is not coming, but after adding you are getting 5. 7 is not coming. So this is the possible group, 6 and 1. So what will be? X square minus 6x minus x plus 6. Minus 6x minus x minus 7x. After adding you will get minus 7x. But after multiplying, minus into minus plus 6x into x, 6x square. So after multiplying you are getting this. It means this is correct. Now we will regroup for taking common. From this first two terms, what you will get? X square is there and minus x. You will get. You have to take common x. SCM will be x, and here x from x square x came out. Then what happened? X left minus 6, and from these two nothing is there, 1, because 1 is the factor of each and every number, and here will be x minus 6. So after all, x minus 6 and x minus 1. So x minus 6 into x minus 1. This is the factorization form. Means we multiplied. It has two factors, x minus 6 and x minus 1, and they are in the form of multiplication. So you understood? Once again, I am just going to repeat. Just you listen carefully. So what is the way of splitting? First, find the product of beginning and last term. Beginning, this is first term, this is second term, and this is third term. So product of, you will multiply first and last term. Then after multiplying, if you get, suppose you are getting A, then you will factorize A, coefficient of a constant part of A. Constant part of A means what will be the constant part here that you will factorize. After that, third step, regroup. Regroup the factors. Factors into two parts in such a way that after adding or subtracting the middle term should come. So this is the way. When you do this, then you can factorize easily. Okay. Now next question. Next polynomial is 2x square plus 3x minus 5. So how do you factorize this? You see, number 2, 2x square plus 3x minus 5. So step 1, multiply the beginning and last term. So when you multiply minus 5 into 2x square, 5 to the 10, minus 10x square, and the constant of this coefficient of x square is 10. So we will factorize this 10. 2 5 ja 10 and 5 1 ja 5. So 2 into 5 into 1. Now 5 into 1 and 2 will take, because 5 minus 2 will get 3. So these two group will be there. Means 5 and 2. So 2x square plus 5x minus 2x. Plus 5x minus 2x plus 3x will come. If you are keeping here minus and here plus, then what will be? Minus will come here. So the bigger will be positive and the smaller will be negative. Minus 5. And after multiplying, you will get the product. You see, plus into minus. Minus 5 to the 10, x into x, x square. Now from these two group, we will take common. So from here what will come? X will come, 2x plus 5, and from here minus 1 will come, 2x plus 5. So 2x plus 5 into x minus 1. So this is. Now question number 3, you can see here. Question number 3 is 27a cube plus 125b cube. See, both can be written in the form of cube. Means 27 will be the cube is the cube of 3 and 125 is cube of 5. So this can be written as 3a whole cube plus 5b whole cube. Now a cube plus b cube, and we will apply here the property, algebraic identity of a cube plus b cube, and that will be the factor form. And you know that the factor form is 3a plus 5b means a plus b into a square minus 3a into 5b plus 5b whole square. And what will be 3a plus 5b and 9a square minus 15ab plus 25b square. So you can see we factorized and two factors are there, 3a plus 5b, 9a square minus 15ab plus 25b square. So This here we used algebraic identity, and the algebraic identity is AQ plus BQ. Identity is AQ plus BQ, and this equal to A plus B into A square minus AB plus B square. We applied this identity here. Next question, question number 4. AQ plus 8BQ plus 64CQ minus 24ABC. Here which property will be possible? You see, AQ, okay, and 8 is cube of 2, so 2B whole cube, and 64 is the cube of 4, so 4C cube, minus 3 into A into 2B into 4C. So find the product. 4 2 ja 8, 8 3 ja 24. ABC is there, minus it means this is AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC, and yes, we have already known AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC equal to A plus B. In the place of B there is 2B, and in the place of C there is 4C, so A plus B plus C. Next, A square plus B square plus C square. So in the place of B there is 2B, in the place of C there is 4C, minus AB, so A into 2B minus BC, 2B into 4C minus CA, 4C into A. Then what will be? A plus 2B plus 4C and A square plus 4B square plus 16C square. Here will be minus 2AB minus 8BC minus 4CA. This is it. So for factorization you have to learn all the algebraic identities, because without all algebraic identities it is not possible to split, not possible to factorize. Next, another type of question you can see here on the board. X cube plus x minus 3x square minus 3. So here no need to split, no need to use the method of splitting the middle term, no need to apply any algebraic identity. I think by taking pair, 2 pairs we can factorize it. From these 2 x will come x plus 1, and from these 2 minus 3 will come x square minus 1. Then what will be? X square plus x 1, and here x minus 3. So you can see this is the way. Another is question number 6. X cube x square minus 6x plus 9. The first term is also in the form of square, and 9 is square number. So I think this is possible to put in algebraic identity, and otherwise you can use the first method. I think split the middle term, that will be applied here for the trinomial. But if algebraic identity is possible, then you can apply it x square and here 3 square, and in middle minus 2 into x into 3. 3 2 ja 6 coming, means a square minus 2ab plus b square, and that is a minus b whole square. So x minus 3 whole square, and that x minus 3 into x minus 3. In the factorization form we have written. So you understood. So for this you need to learn all the algebraic identity and apply splitting the middle term. Okay, thank you.